We're ready for fraction action. Fractions represent a part of a whole. The top number is your numerator, which shows how many parts you have. The bottom number is your denominator, which represents a whole or totality. Let's get some practice. Isabella's mom ordered 18 cupcakes for the party. There were 5 chocolate cupcakes and the rest were vanilla. What fraction of the cupcakes were vanilla? We know there are 18 cupcakes in all, which is our denominator. To figure out the numerator, subtract the 5 chocolate cupcakes from the whole number. In this case it will be 18 minus 5. If you do the math, that will give you 13. So 13 is our numerator, or part that we needed to find. 18 is our denominator, or the total number of cupcakes. Isabella invited 25 of her friends to the party, but only 12 attended. What fraction of the invitees did not attend? Well, 25 invitations were given out. 25 is our whole number. Only 12 out of the 25 invited guests showed up for the party. We know who did show up, and can use that information to solve this problem. We're going to take 12 from 25. That gives us 13. So 13 out of the whole 25 invitees didn't attend the party. Isabella's dad bought 3 pizzas. Each pizza was cut into 8 pieces. Determine the fraction of each pizza that was eaten by the party guests. We start by determining our denominator. Since we are looking at each pizza, then 8 will be the denominator for each fraction. Now we look at each pizza that was eaten at the party to determine how many slices were gone. Looking at the first pizza, there appears to be 2 slices missing out of the original 8. So 2 out of 8 slices were eaten. With the second pizza, we have an opposite scenario. There are only 2 pieces of the pizza left out of the original 8 slices. When we use 8 as our whole number, we then subtract 2 from the whole. 2 represents what is left. The resulting answer tells us how many slices of pizza were eaten. For the second pizza, we know that 6 out of the 8 slices were eaten. The last pizza, like the others, was cut into 8 slices. We see that 4 out of the 8 slices are missing. We can subtract 4 from 8 to get our answer, which is 4. We can also look closely at the pizza, and see that half of the pizza is gone. 4 of the slices were eaten, and 4 slices were left. So 4 out of 8 slices have been eaten, or half the slices have been eaten. Cake and ice cream were served at the party. Some of the guests wanted cake, but did not want ice cream. If there were 8 bowls of ice cream served with 12 pieces of cake, what fraction of the guests wanted only cake? For this scenario, we can draw a simple diagram. As we know, 12 guests attended the party. We will use 12 squares to represent the guests. For a visual representation, we will use 2 circles for guests who wanted both cake and ice cream. 1 circle for guests who wanted cake only. According to our scenario, there were 8 bowls of ice cream made. Put 2 circles for 8 of the guests. As you can see, we can already figure out the remaining number based on our visual representation. 4 of 12 guests received only 1 circle, meaning they wanted cake only. After the party, each of the 12 guests received a bag of treats. In addition to candy, the other party favors included colored pencils and marbles. If 6 of the party favors included the colored pencils, then what fraction of the party favors were marbles? Here we will use circles to represent the 12 bags given to each guest. Since we know that 6 of the bags contained colored pencils, we can go ahead and represent that fact by coloring in 6 of the circles. As you can see, there are 6 circles that are not colored. Since we know that the bags had either colored pencils or marbles, we can conclude that the remaining 6 bags contained the marbles. Thanks for joining us for our introduction to fractions. See you next time.